let's wind up our discussion about the types of monitoring and assessment. So we will wind up with the sixth type of monitoring and assessment, which is proficiency assessment. So in brief, we will look at the purpose of proficiency assessment, its characteristics, and how it is actually used in different areas in a university, college, right? So proficiency assessment refers to the assessment which is actually used to assess the language capability or language ability of learners, right? So the purpose, it's mainly used to, test items which are independent of a course. So for example, if you are appearing in a proficiency test in an IELTS exam, so you might have done a lot of work, you might have read different commercial books which are on sale, but you are judged on a specific criteria and which is independent of the course, right? So this is mainly used to show how much learners know. So if you, for example, get IELTS 5.0 band, so that shows your appropriateness to the language learning program and your proficiency in 4 areas of listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So as I said before, that covers a range of skills. So for example, if you are doing module of IELTS in listening, so that will be covering your skills of listening for comprehension or listening for specific purposes. And similarly, if you are doing your module of IELTS in reading, so that will be about, you'll be reading for comprehension and you'll be having skills of skimming and scanning, right? So there are various more examples which, but due to time constraint, I'll just stick to the ones which I have already mentioned here. So what's the value of a proficiency test? Well, like other types of monitoring and assessment, this also gives a valuable information which can be used to assess the progress of the course. And this can help, give a tool to measure the adequacy and relevance of the language learners. For example, after IELTS exam, obviously you would be aiming to get admission in an English university, or for example in the UK or Australia or America. So that will, your band score will describe your proficiency level and what level you are. So there are various constraints and responses to proficiency assessment. So I'll just briefly go through these. If you want to read them in detail and the debates taking place within this area, you might pick up a Nation and McAllister book, Language Curriculum Design, which dwells on these areas in more detail. So if, for example, the proficiency assessment, as I said before, there are hundreds and thousands of books available in the market on IELTS and TOEFL exams. But these books are sale, so the purpose is just to prepare the learners. And secondly, if a university offers you an admission, and if you haven't achieved proficiency level through your IELTS exam, so they might make parts of this as an obligatory to your course where you are actually taking admission in the university. So, and there could be, for example, if you have achieved less than 5 bands, and if you still if you got offer from an English university, let's say in Australia or England or the UK, what they could do, they could remove the test and you could be asked to attend, to join their pre-sessional courses or in-sessional courses as a requirement. So that will be run on the basis of university's own parameters. So in brief, we've so far discussed 6 types of monitoring and assessment. So all these types, in one way or the other, give valuable information to assess the overall progress of the learning and the course, and give feedback to the teachers to help them mold their methodology or make their pedagogical practice better.